They're set. Good line. Ready. Off and racing, not a bad start, dropping back Sentimental Bell and also Supernatural. They're going to be back near the tail end of the field soon after the start, where King Adviso was the first to hit the ground over Desert Nymph. Going forward though, joining those Savage One, and then Spectacular Park, who settles down on the inside next, just in front of Laquetta's Gift. I Dreamed a Dream getting back near the inside in front of Hamjar, then Hostile Talk, Sentimental Bell, and the favourite is back there last of all as they go to the 800 Supernatural. King Adviso had them running and rolling out onto the side. King Adviso by a length on Savage One, 2 to Desert Nymph. The top weight camped off the 2 leaders there, but in a commanding spot. Then 2.5 to Spectacular Park, being covered there by Laquetta's Gift. Around the outside goes Amjad. Back near the inside, I Dreamed a Dream, and well off them Hostile Talk, Sentimental Bell, and the favourite would want to be very, very good to win from back there. Supernatural as King Adviso shoots away at the 350. King Adviso opened up, led by 4. Spectacular Park gets a rails run, but King Adviso's in full flight. 175 to go. King Adviso out by 3. Spectacular Park. King Adviso showing no signs of stopping, and here's a double coming up for the Ganjemi team. King Adviso all the way from Spectacular Park. 3rd, I Dreamed a Dream. 4th, Hostile Talk from Supernatural. Sentimental Bell, Amjad, Savage One. Desert Nymph didn't fire a shot and finished well back in the field, and with her also is Laquetta's Gift. Standing by for the numbers after the running of the last of the day, but it's all the way for King Adviso, ridden by Brad Parnham, who makes it a big birthday. Goes out with a bang. King Adviso, the Animal Kingdom gelding, back to back here at Pinjarra Park. Chris and Michael Ganjemi with the double, including the Newmarket. Brad boots them both home and wins it well from 12 Spectacular Park, Clint Johnston Porter, 11 I Dreamed a Dream, and 7 Hostile Talk. So that rounds out a fabulous afternoon for all involved with Ganjemi Thoroughbreds, with this all the way victory of King Adviso. Just relished the role of pacemaker this afternoon again, and looked awfully comfortable getting through the ground. So it's a horse who has certainly shown some adaptability with these rain-affected tracks, and really never looked like getting run down after they'd turned for home. The favourite was well off them, finished on okay. Desert Nymph didn't fire there, got bogged down, just didn't really show anything over the final stages. It was all about King Adviso winning the last of the day as we take you to Lockie.
Thanks, Darren. What a day for Team Ganjemi. King Adviso leading all the day for a race-to-race double. Fanta takes out the big one, and King Adviso takes out the last of the day here at Pinjarra Park as Chris Ganjemi joins me once again. Chris, King Adviso, he's been vulnerable late in his races in past campaigns, but this time in, he's absolutely flying.
Yeah, it's a great result. Lockie, big relief to see him string 2 good ones together. Obviously last prep he fell over the line once in a midweek, but he was stopping as if shot in his races last prep, like all our horses were. But thankfully we've been able to turn around the last 2 or 3 months, and this horse is a different horse now, and I really liked him. They went up $35, stupid price, just kept backing him, so it was a really good result, especially the way the track was playing towards the end of the day. So really happy. It was a good result.
In a similar sense to Fanta in the previous, Brad really ensured that the speed was on and rolled him along. Is that the way to ride him?
Yeah, definitely. That's how he won his races over east. Like I say, just didn't look like it last prep because of the way he was stopping. But I would dare say that wasn't the horse's fault. That was sort of the stable just being a bit out of form, and obviously had some issue that all the horses were stopping like that. So anyway, like I say, I've been able to turn around the last 2 or 3 months, and this horse is obviously a different horse now.
Off the strength of today's victory, can he go through the grades now? He has a really great racing pattern where he's always going to be hard to run down.
Yeah, obviously that's a good start. Good way to start the prep. He won over 14 over east, so yeah, maybe around 13, 14s he's going now that he doesn't have that issue, and yeah, I can't see why he can't win a couple more.
What a day for the stable. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
There's Chris Ganjemi after the win of King Adviso. They take out the final 2 races here at Pinjarra Park. King Adviso leading all the way, and Fanta taking out the Belmont Newmarket. A great result for the stable. Chris, very candidly, all throughout the last 12 to 18 months has been the first one to admit that the stable hasn't been in the best of form, and King ADVISO, he was a horse that always loomed large into his races, obviously with his racing pattern, but now with the benefit of the break and the fact that the whole stable is absolutely flying, Scotty, he's come back bigger and better.
Exactly right, and there was a good portion of this week that it didn't look like he was going to get a run for a while, Lockie. At weights, he was the 8th emergency, was King ADVISO, so he had to be very patient just to sneak into the bottom end of the field with the 54.5. Funnily enough, I actually watched the race with Chris Gangemi, and the only 2 words he said was, with about 150 to go, he said, "Don't stop," as he looked up at the screen. So King ADVISO has been known to paddle up late, but he was strong there. He was freewheeling out in front. You could see that they were all chasing in behind him. He strung them out, and it was just a show of pure speed in the end. Brad joins us now. Brad, he only just got the job done at midweek level first up, but that today was much better.
Yeah, look, it was. Yeah, full credit to the horse. It was a good effort, and knowing the way he has stopped in the past and sort of he was getting a bit tired the other day, I was expecting him to put in the short strides late, but he actually, to his credit, he ran to the line quite strong today. I know I went pretty hard, but I sort of just did that given the track conditions, and yeah, no, he sort of ate it up and he was really strong.
If he was to continue to race throughout winter, he can certainly win more races. And in theory, if he got to Ascot, surely that would suit him as well.
Yeah, you would think a short straight would probably suit him too. So, look, I think they've got the horse back in form. You know, maybe last prep he wasn't racing at his best, but he seems a happy horse now. And yeah, obviously it was a lot of weight off his back compared to last start, but he ran that 13 out strong, and yeah, who knows where he goes from here, but hopefully he can pick up some more races.
How are you going to celebrate the birthday tonight?
Mate, I'm just going out for dinner with the family, just a quiet little dinner. I was trying to keep it on the down low, but everyone's jumped in, everyone knows about it. But I will correct you, I'm not 40, mate. That was a bit rough of you. I'm 37, so cheers, buddy.
Congratulations, Bradley. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Brad Farnham. You'd think when he gets a little bit older, he'd filthy up a little bit less, but that's certainly not the case. Even after a treble, the toys were out the cop for Brad Farnham on his birthday.
Well, I know I deliberately stitched him up after Fanta because I thought I was going to get the last laugh. And then at the top of the home straight, when Fanta freewheeled in front, I thought, oh, I'm in trouble here because he's going to get a free swing back the other way.
Brad made sure that he kicked extra hard into the corner aboard King ADVISO. It's been a fun day of racing here, Scotty. Fanta, great to see him salute in the Belmont Newmarket, but in general, there should be plenty of horses that we can follow with confidence heading towards our Winter Sprint Series as we progress even closer to the first ever edition of the Golden Saddle in under a couple months' time.
Exactly right, and even a horse like in race number 1, we saw the return of Castle Road today, last season's Perth Stakes winner. He was so good with 61 kilos. There's plenty more in store for him and some beautiful races for him once we head back to Ascot. That Max Simmons Stakes on opening day, 3-year-old 1,000, you know, he'll be in that, and he'll be high up the order in terms of selections in the market.
All right, so it's been a great day of racing here at Pinjarra Park. Once again, this track has done a wonderful job. A soft 6 all day, so we have to put our hats off for the Pinjarra Park Race Club. They have just done a remarkable job for our industry over the last 2 to 3 months.
Exactly right. Pinjarra, Northern, Bunbury, all the provincial clubs that have picked up race meetings left, right and centre to pick up the heavy lifting that's been left with no Belmont Park. Now, they've done super jobs, administrators and all of their staff, the track staff in particular. Some of these tracks have copped 3, 4, 5 additional meetings to what they were programmed for throughout the middle of winter. They've done a super job.
That rounds out the day of racing here at Pinjarra Park. Thank you so much for tuning in on racing.com or Racing WA TV. But for now, it's good night from Scotty and I.